So, welcome back. Today we'll be making a further progress into my theory, into our theory, that is MindVerse theory. Well, it's just a theory yet, but I'll make it a fact very soon, and it would be a fact very soon. So let's move forward. We have already discussed about projection, like types of projection, fake projection, real projection. Real projection is basically what we are imagining, like for example the dream that we saw during the sleep, or in the fake projection, like whatever we are seeing right now, this light, this Rubik's cube, maybe not maybe, but yeah, it's also an example of fake projection. And which this whole makes up a verse. That means this whole collection of fake projection makes up a fake verse, and this collection of whole real projection makes up a real verse. And to observe a fake projection, we need 5 fake senses. We all know that 5 fake senses: eyes to see, nose to smell, tongue to taste, ear to hear, and this whole body or whole skin to feel. And the same way, to observe a real projection, we need those 5 real senses. So we have already discussed about this whole concept, but now let me give you one more thing, that is, like, there's some bit of multiverse. Not some bit, but there is a different approach to multiverse according to my theory. Well, I'm saying that multiverse do exist, but not the way that we have already been studying, or that we have already seen in the articles, in the internet, or whatever we are seeing. But for me, multiverse is right now existing. We have talked about projection now. We have talked about verses. So basically, there are n number of verses, and basically what I mean from the verse is basically the mind. There are n number of minds, and for those minds, there are n number of verses, which makes up the whole thing, multiverse concept, somewhat. So, like, if there are 2 persons, let's say A and B, so we can see that there are 2 verses existing right now, the A verse and the B verse, and whatever thing or whatever projection are existing in the verses, we have termed it as fake projection and real projection, as we know already. And let's say that A and B both came together. They both came face to face. Then what would happen? Yes, what would happen? So the B that is now existing in the A verse is actually the B from the A verse, not from his or her own verse. Basically, this B that is currently existing in the A verse is actually created, or is actually projected by the A, him or herself. And the same thing goes with B. The A that is existing in the B verse is actually from the B verse, not from his or her own verse. It's actually, this A that is existing in the B verse is actually projected or created by B, him or herself. That's basically my multiverse concept is. And there are too many concepts. Like, if there is 2 verses, first of all, like, you have to first understand that there is basically copies that are forming right now. Like, if we have discussed about this AB example, AB verse. So basically, there are 2 A's. The one A, that is original A, that is the mind of A, and the another A is actually the projection that is existing in the B verse, right? But see, when I talk about projection thing, see, here's something that makes me confused many times, or every time, that we have discussed already that everything in this whole universe, in this whole verse, is actually non-living, and the thing that makes anything living is actually the mind, or wherever you assume it to be. I assume it to be here for my projection, it's for my verse. So mind is actually here somewhere. So basically, mind is also projecting this whole non-body of mind. This whole non-living body of mind is actually projected by the mind. But when I meet with someone else, let's say I'm A and I meet with B, so there is a copy that will be forming and that will be existing, that will be being projected in the B verse. I am the original A, okay, I know. I am the original because I know. You know, you are the original, that you know, that's basically. So if I will be going to the B verse, so my copy that is existing in the B verse is actually from the B verse, not from my verse, from the A verse, which is my verse. But what copy I'm talking about? Like, am I talking about the mind that is being duplicated, or the non-living part, non-living thing that is duplicated? Because I already said that me myself is a projection. So is it like that projection, this whole non-living thing, non-living body, the projection is being duplicated each time when there is some other verse God interaction happens with me? Like, is it like that, or is it like that my mind is the thing that is being duplicated? Well, too many questions. Like, well, yeah, I don't yet reach to any conclusion. Well, there would be no conclusion in my theory. That's why it's a theory. If there's a conclusion, then that will become a fact. But for now, at least for now, it's a theory, and it will not remain a theory for long. For me, at least. But yeah, this is about multiverse concept that is somewhat have occupied some space in my theory, in my MindVerse theory. But I have to be more clear, be more specific, because specific is always necessary, and in this field as well. Well, the field which I'm talking about is basically the science field, scientific field, the astrophysics field. In this field, we need to be specific. You need to be specific. So that's why. Well, I know I'm not being yet very specific, because like I can't be specific, because it's a theory, na. Like, a theory can not always be specific, but it can always be something that is logical. And I will not say that my theory is not logical. Of course it's logical. Like, if you think about my theory, you will see that, okay, there is something going on. There is something going on, okay? It's something meaningful, something logical, something reasonable. So yeah. Well, that's it for today. Actually, it never was, it never is, it never would be, it never will be. So that's it for your fake projection for now. Now I'm out of your fake projection. Now I will be meeting you very soon in your real projection. Very soon. Goodbye.